Hey guys, what's going on? In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make any shot basically on any smartphone look cinematic. So here we go. Alright guys, so I'm not going to spoil anything, but I will let you know at the end of the video what device this is. I'm going to tell you this, I'll give you a small hint. It's not good. But I will let you know at the end of the video right after the cinematic compilation, so hope that's okay with you guys, because I'm not going to tell you now. Alright, so the first step to getting a cinematic shot is honestly stabilization. I don't want to say that it improves the camera quality, but honestly guys, it literally does. Like, footage just looks so much nicer. I picked this stabilizer up, it's a brushless gimbal. I picked it up for like $230 on Amazon. I'll show you guys a picture of the box later so you guys can get the name. But if that's not really in your price bracket, you can get something like a Steadicam that works almost as well, and you don't have to plug it in, doesn't have batteries, and it works with smartphones. So stabilization is a must, because if I want to go walking, I'm moving inside the frame, but the phone and everything is actually pretty stable. So I'm walking here, even I'm trying to bounce it a little bit, it does just fine. So the iPod's actually going to fall out, but the stabilization is amazing. It works incredibly well, and it makes any shot look so much better. Alright, so the second thing you guys are going to want to consider when you're trying to get a cinematic shot is light. You're going to want lots of it. If you don't have studio lights or anything like that, that's perfectly fine, but I would recommend shooting in the daytime, or when it's a cloudy day and it's quite overcast and you can get a good amount of flat light in. Now this is because it lights everything equally and it doesn't create a lot of weird shadows, and the color temperature is pretty cool when it comes to flat light and cloudy days, which is really amazing because it just makes everything look so much better, gives it a more professional look, and even now, like, just more light is better because it doesn't make the shot grainy, it does the opposite, it looks so much better. And here we are walking backwards. You can see that this shot doesn't look half bad. Next up on the list is letterboxing. This is something that isn't super mandatory, but is very easy to do in post-production. I don't know how many cameras actually natively support it. However, like, if you want to, you can. It makes it look a lot nicer and it's not super difficult in post. If your camera supports it, that's great. But this shot, as you can see, is in fact letterboxed, so you can get a good idea of what that's like. It does crop the shot a little bit if your phone doesn't, or camera doesn't natively support it. Not a lot of phones do. iPhones don't. They all shoot in 16:9, which in my opinion doesn't look great. So just keep that, kind of second down the list. It looks nice, it's not super difficult to do, and it just kind of makes your footage that step above. Alright, another thing you guys are going to want is definitely color grading. So I'm going to apply a color grade in a few seconds, or a LUT, lots of people like to call it that. But it's basically just a filter, and it's basically, all it is it just changes like the different colors within the shot. So if you guys want it to look more cinematic or whatever, and you want less of that classic smartphone look, like, filters are the best way to go, especially if they're in a program like Final Cut, or you can custom tune them in iMovie and stuff like that. So it's definitely a must that you guys are going to want to have. Alright, so it's nearing the end of the video, and now I'm going to cut to a cinematic compilation that are incorporating all of the different strategies and tools that I've given you guys to make stuff look better. So you guys can let me know down in the comment section how I did, but I'm just combining everything I covered in this video and nothing more. And it should look pretty good. Also keep in mind, you can also, don't be afraid to add slighter effects, like some small glitching effects. Don't be afraid of those. Those sometimes can look really good depending on the situation. Just don't put too much in, because otherwise it's gonna look kind of cheesy and it's gonna look just a little bit amateur. So just make sure that you're not like overdoing any of these things. Just make sure that they're all in moderation and they just look appropriate for the use given. So if you're using color grading, don't make it look outlandishly color graded, just make it look good. It can just be very subtle, and that subtlety just makes a big difference. So I'm gonna cut pretty soon to that compilation. You guys can enjoy, you guys can do this for yourself. This isn't just me, this is you guys. So I'll let you guys enjoy.